Born Keyshawn Anderson in Miami, Florida, Sean Kingston spent much of his childhood in Jamaica. His grandfather, legendary reggae producer Jack Ruby, put the first seeds of music in his life. But Kingston's early years weren't easy. Poverty, immigration, struggles, and his mother's jail time shaped the boy to grow up fast. At just 17 years old, Sean Kingston hit the scene with the song Beautiful Girls, quickly rising the charts to over 20 countries. This is the song that boosted him up to stardom, to fame. But with all of the fame came pressure to stay on top. The fame brought friends, fans, and fortune, but also brought critics, legal issues, and dangerous choices. In 2011, a near-fatal jet ski accident nearly ended his life and changed it forever. Months of recovery followed. So did personal and professional battles, lawsuits, financial issues, and faded radio play painted a picture of a star struggling to reclaim his place. Sean Kingston. The problems with Sean Kingston started when he wanted to be more of a shower than a grower. He wanted to show everyone that he was a multi-millionaire, that he was successful. But in the music industry, one day you on top and another day you could be living in the trunk of your car. That's just how the music industry is. You always have to be a grower, not a shower, because the money could be here today and gone tomorrow. Now you see, some kids got moms that will put you in trouble if you do the wrong thing, but not Sean Kingston. He has the type of mom that is a ride or die mom that will join you in the wire fraud, that will help you commit the crime. That is Janice Turner, Sean Kingston's mother. Oh my God. Janice Turner is a 62-year-old businesswoman from Miami, Florida. She has 3 kids and Sean Kingston is one of them. She is known as Mama Kingston on Instagram and has more than 100,000 followers. But that's not the only thing she's famous for. She is also known for going to jail for 18 months for bank fraud. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, bank fraud. She has a history already of scamming, of doing fraud. This is nothing new to Mama Kingston.
Conspiracy to commit wire fraud charges.
Yeah, our CBS News Miami's Terry Hornstein. She's live in Fort Lauderdale with what we can expect here in just a few hours. Hey, Terry.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, Betty and Austin. Well, we are expecting to learn more about state charges against Sean Kingston. But as far as him appearing here in court, well, his attorney says he has waived the right to do so, so he should not be in court today. But we will still learn more about this case against him. So let's break down exactly what he's accused of here as far as the state charges are concerned, because also he is facing federal charges as well. So the singer, whose real name is Keyshawn Anderson, is scheduled to be arraigned today. But we did speak to his attorney, as I said, and he says they entered a not guilty plea and waived his right to appear. On Friday, the 34-year-old and his mother appeared in federal court to face wire fraud charges. They're accused of defrauding victims out of high-end cars, jewelry, and other goods the courts say they purchased using fraudulent documents. So basically saying they paid for these items when they never did, and we're talking about more than $1 million in property. So their arraignment today here for those state charges is scheduled for 8:30 this morning. Now, as far as what those charges are, and there is a long list of them, I'll break that down for you coming up.
News right now at 9:30. Singer and rapper Sean Kingston bonded out of jail in Broward County about 15 minutes ago.
Let's get right to CBS News Miami's Larry Seward live in Fort Lauderdale. Larry, you were there when Kingston walked out of jail.
I was there, and members of his family. We saw his mom, we saw his sister. He had personal security. There were a couple of other people. They were not interested in talking with us, but they were celebrating Sean Kingston as he walked out. And I want to show you, take a listen. This is the moment Sean Kingston, also known as Keyshawn Anderson, walked out of the Broward County Jail just minutes ago. Sean, did you steal jewelry? Sean, did you steal furniture? Sean, did you defraud people? All right, what are we at? Did you run a scheme? Did you run a scheme to defraud people? Sean Kingston.
Watch your step! Oh, watch your step! Yeah.
That is a little bit of the exchange. We tried to ask him questions over and over again for about 3 or 4 minutes. The only question that he answered was as he was getting in the Maybach that pulled up to take him away. I asked him if he owned that Maybach or if it's rented, and he told me it is mine. Check the license plate. He is facing felony charges. He's accused of running an organized scheme to defraud, fraud, grand theft, as well as several other charges. His mom is also facing charges. She is a co-defendant in this. He was arrested last week in California as he was preparing for, or as he was at a concert at Fort Irwin out there in California. His mom was arrested at the home Kingston rents in Southwest Ranches. Her case is separate from Sean. He has been locked in the jail here in Broward County since Sunday. His lawyer yesterday told us that he was extradited after signing papers that he was coerced into signing. That's immaterial now as he's back here in Broward. He was able to post bond $10,000 his family had to put up. They had to prove that this money was not stolen. A judge certainly signed off on that. And again, he was released from jail here in Broward around 9:15, saying very little to us, did not answer any questions about the allegations. But
so one day we got a message from Sean Kingston. He was interested in one of our planes for sale and came to Palm Beach with his family to see the plane. He said he was going on tour and wanted this plane ready soon, and there was no Wi-Fi, so we flew the plane from Palm Beach to Fort Lauderdale for our mechanics to install the Wi-Fi for him, for it to be ready for his tour. And this was out of our expense. We have to pay the pilots and for the fuel and everything. He came again to Fort Lauderdale, brought his family and friends. We popped the champagnes, we shook hands, agreed on a price, and they signed the contract. The contract stated that the payment is due in full within the 3 days of signing. And Sean was posting that this is his jet, that he bought it with not even $1 down. Third day came and the payment was due. They went ghost and they blocked us. They said it was our obligation to help find them a plane since the plane wasn't ready. There was no Wi-Fi installed, but we were trying to help them for 3 weeks to sign the contract so the plane would be ready in time for him to fly to Vegas for his show.
You know, I personally believe Sean Kingston is one of those artists that if he had better mentors, he would have had a different route right now. He had beautiful girls. He has so many other songs that were charting songs. I believe his decline in music started as soon as that hunger, that thing that he wanted to be in the spotlight more than anything. I feel like he stopped caring about the music and started caring about the limelight. And that right there is a no-no. You always got to put the music number one because the music was the vehicle that got you to the spotlight, to the stardom. Smell me? It's no other way around it. He needed better mentors. I mean, look at the mom that he had. Full of crimes, full of fraud. She was the mastermind behind all of this right here. She orchestrated all of this right here. So Sean Kingston, this is not an excuse that I'm using, smell me, but it's the reality. If he had better mentors, the story would have been different. Sean Kingston was popping so much that he used to get planes, he used to get jewelry, he used to get luxury homes without any money up front. No regular folk, no little one-hit wonder could do those type of things. That's how much Sean Kingston was popping. He even had a mixtape with Justin Bieber. It never came out, but the mixtape was recorded. Oh my God. It seems like Sean Kingston was in love with the scamming and the fraud. July 11 will be the sentencing for Sean Kingston and Janice Turner. Each face up to 20 years in jail. Message to all of the young artists. Don't be eager to be shining so much. Be authentic. Be ready to put the work in no matter what. And don't worry about the downfalls. Because if you are too fascinated with the lifestyle, you will become the bottom of the lifestyle.
Damn all these beautiful girls. They only wanna do you dirt. They don't have beautiful girls. They only wanna do you dirt. They don't have beautiful girls. They only wanna do you dirt. They don't have beautiful girls. They only wanna do you dirt. They don't have beautiful girls. They only wanna do you dirt.
Thank you for watching.